Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to my chicken vlog. Today I was scooping poop. Sand is amazing in chicken coops, and there's two different ways you can do it. You can kind of clean it out a little bit every day, spot clean up once a week. Just spend a little bit more time out, or you can do what I do, which is just like every 2 months come and clean it. This area itself stays very dry, and you don't really have to do any cleaning. But underneath the roosts, it's pretty horrible. It's like, you see right there, like probably about 3 inches of just poop, because we have a lot of chickens. So this is only some of our chickens here. So then what I do every 3 months, I come out, 2 to 3 months, I scoop up all the poop and I put it in a wagon and I dump it in the garden. And I do this because then the poop just sits for a long time, and so by the time I scoop it, it's literally just like poop paste. And excuse you, sir, that was a little inappropriate behavior. We're on camera. So then it's just like really easy. You just dump it in the garden and then you let the chickens spread it around. If it's still that time of the year where you can let them do that without destroying every single plant in there. And then it's like just ready to go. Also, sand is amazing for the garden, especially in places like the wet Pacific Northwest, because the soil out here is very clay-like, so the sand helps break it down. And if you're putting stuff like lime, like First Saturday lime or stuff like that, into the sand for your chickens to prevent bugs and keep it smelling fresh, then that also helps break up the clay. Fun fact. So anyhow, this is kind of our coop. I also just sprayed a bunch of chicken butts because lice is super annoying and I hate them. And I just kind of like monitor my flock. If any chicken starts getting a dirty bum, then I know they're not eating their herbs and they're not dust bathing and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And so I just come out with my little squirt gun of cloves and stuff. There's a lot of different ones you can use. And I just spray their bums. If it's bad, if it's like really bad, I might put like a little bit of ivermectin on their neck and the base of their tail, and that will also, you do that twice in a 2-week span. That will also kill lice, you know, kill the life cycles and stuff like that. So anyhow, I just scooped a lot of poop in here. This is probably about 200, somewhere between 200 and 300 pounds of soaking wet poo-poo paste. That's what I'm calling it. Anyhow, random side note, I'm going to show you one of my favorite chickens here. I don't know if you can see him very well. This little guy, and oh, there's another one right there. He just, there. They're Hawaiians, and these ones are actually imported from Hawaii to the breeder that we know. We got them from Feather Lover Farms, and let me tell you, I can't really see them very well right now, but they have some of the most gorgeous feathering ever. Look at that. Look at that. So they are feral jungle fowl, and if you guys have been following me, then you know some of my main roosters. So let me show you. Excuse you. Right there is Apollo Creed, and there's Ivan Drago, and there's Rambo. So he's a leash fighter. They can kill hawks. Super cool. And then, oh, and there's Luke. There's Luke. Luke is a Spartona. He's like the Swedish version of an I Am Samani. And he's supposed to be going to a new home this week, so we'll see. Just because he's at the bottom of the pecking order, and he's beautiful. He'll make some absolutely gorgeous chicks, but he's at the bottom of the rooster pecking order, and he's kind of being picked on a little bit. And I just want to make sure that he has a good home. So anyhow, he and a Spartona hen are supposed to be going to a new home this week. So if you've never seen Spartonas before, look them up because they're really cool. They're smaller than I am Somanis, and they have like the teensiest bit of red in their wattles. Let me see if I can show you. Luke! Oh, he's facing away from me right now. But here's Ivan. Say hi! And there's Rambo. He's one of my Indios. One of my other Indios, he's over here right now. He's bent over, so it's kind of hard to see how tall he is, because he's looking for any bits of oatmeal I dropped. But the other hens don't even come up to his chest, so he's huge. And last I measured him, he was at 3.5 feet. He's significantly taller than that. He doesn't even have his spurs yet, so he's just a baby still. He's a little bit taller there, but you should see him when he's stretched out. Maybe I'll be able to show you. Let's see. Let's see if Rocky will let me show you. Come here. So, here you go. Okay, let's see if he'll stretch out. He's a little upset because I just took him from his oatmeal. Here. There, you can kind of see. So I'm actually pretty tall. You can see. Let's see. I'm over 5.5 feet. And when he stands up, as tall as he wants to, he's, I don't know, close to like my hip level. So he's just drop dead gorgeous. But anyhow, I'm about to try and catch my Indio hen, and her name is Adrian, if you get it, Rocky and Adrian. So we're gonna see if I can catch her. Here you go. You can see her. She's one of my flightiest chickens, actually. Don't pick on her. She's one of my flightiest chickens, and which is interesting because the roosters are my nicest roosters. I mean, Ivan's pretty nice too. But I want to separate her because I'm hoping to be able to get some chicks from her so I can show you guys just more variations of their colors. And so we're going to see how it goes. Here we go. So she's the hen, and you can see for a hen, she's massive. Anyhow, this is Adrian. She's got some beautiful coloration in her. She's got just this beautiful cream and a little bit of like black and bronze in her feathers. So, and Rocky, you saw him, he's all white, but Rambo has some of the most colors I've ever seen in a chicken. So anyhow, we're gonna take her into one of our other coops. And while we're doing that, maybe I can give you guys some cool chicken facts. One chicken fact is the earlobes on a chicken will tell you what color your chicken's gonna lay. See if I can open this gate with one hand. Let's see. I gave up. I set you down. So red earlobes mean that they're gonna lay brown eggs. White ones mean they're gonna lay white eggs. And if you have colored ones, then guess what? They're gonna lay colored eggs. Silkies, I would say, are the only exceptions to that. Excuse me. Sorry, I cut myself off there by accident. And as I was saying, silkies are an exception. Silkies have like black, purpley, bluish skin, and so their earlobes are gonna be like a bluer color, but they're gonna lay like cream colored eggs. So, gosh darn it. I'm trying to, this is a chick introduction cage on its side, and they decided that they're gonna use that as a roost. So, because I don't have any chicks right now, so I put all these feed bags under, and they're already kicking them around. So I'm gonna turn their light off here so that, oh, good night, Miss Broody. She's laying on a wooden egg. She has been broody on and off for like 3 months now. Anyhow, we are off now to feed the other chickens that I just put Adrian in with. And I ferment feed. So I just make basically a big thing of feed in the evening, and I put their feed out overnight, and I mix Roosty's chili mix into their feed because like things like raccoons not gonna like that spice, and pests like rats and mice and stuff like that, they won't like the spice either. So then I ferment it and I put some out in the nighttime for them so that they, there we go, when they get up in the morning, they beat me. I'm not a morning person. So they all come out before me, their doors open up, and then they can get straight to eating and they don't have to wait for me. So anyhow, let's see if I can set you here. Here we go. So I'm currently in the bantam coop with some extras, and I just removed all my roosters from here. I had 3 roosters, gosh, and Ricky, Rico, and Romeo, a golden neck Duclay, a Mille-Fleur Duclay, and a partridge silky rooster. And I just removed them because my hen to rooster ratio is off. There's another fun fact. You should have 10 to 12 hens per rooster. So I was gonna try and get some chicks from some of those roosters, and that's still the plan, but what I was hoping is that my older roosters, they're not even a year old yet, they're like 8 months, I was kind of timing it so it was like the oldest rooster in the batch, I would get chicks, you know, from his line, and then get rid of him, and then I would have a correct hen to rooster ratio in here. Oh, I made a lot of feed. Well, that's not a bad thing. Anyhow, my hens in the winter, we moved about 4 hours away from where we were living, and our hens going through that big change, and also going from a place, everyone joked we lived in a place where there was 300 days of sunshine, and then we moved to a place where the joke is there's 300 days of rain. So if you catch what I'm saying there. So we moved out here, and it was just a big adjustment for the flock. So between molting and then just a big adjustment, a lot of my hens that were a year older stopped laying. Okay, they're all locked in. Sweet. And also, I got this coop from Xylena, and it's awesome. It's super good. Anyhow, so the hens that I wanted bred with my roosters weren't laying, so I had to remove. Did you guys lay me anything today? It's my bantam flock mainly. And then we've got a few Alchemist eggers in here. I'm putting eggs in my pocket, and I don't recommend that you do that because I can't tell you how many times I go, oh, I'll remember that, and then I bend over weird or something, and then bam, there's a crushed egg in my pocket, so don't let me forget that. Anyhow, so my roosters, well, let's check on them. My 3 roosters are separated right now. Also, if you're wondering what to do with extra roosters, FFA and 4-H kids will often take them for show. And there's not a whole lot of hope if you do like barnyard mixes. Most times that's just gonna go to like feed families. I'm just checking to make sure their food's all good, that they've got water. And they're in like a little portable coop here that I got it from Pets Fit. There we go. Just kind of clean their water out a little bit. Is there water coming out? Okay, there it is. It's just coming out slow. Anyhow, what I was talking about. So, we've actually donated roosters to FFA and 4-H kids. And then if you have barnyard mixed roosters, unfortunately a lot of times people don't want those for that because they, I don't know, some of them can be a little janky and some of them can be absolutely gorgeous. Anyhow, so a lot of times those ones, you know, will go to feed families or something like that. Or sometimes if you've got a really beautiful barnyard mix or a really friendly one, a lot of times people, you know, if they lose their rooster and they're looking for a free one, you can post them in like local livestock groups on Facebook. And a lot of times people are like, oh, please, I need a rooster. I just lost mine, or mine got old, or something ate mine, or, you know, like a bird of prey, or died protecting the flock, something like that. So there's always hope for that. All right, we checked. We have another coop, but I already checked on them. We've got a mother hen with some little Brahma chicks from Ideal Poultry. Let me see if I can set you up here. Oh, got a raindrop right on here. Here we go. Now, I'm not checking on the goats tonight because they've already been checked on. But last time, I was in, oh, remember the eggs, see? Seeing myself reminded me. Okay, we got a few eggs from them. There's a difference as well if you're wondering, like, if you're trying to make the call between straw and sand in a coop. These are the eggs that come from the coop that has straw in it, and these are the eggs that come from the coop with sand, because when they walk through the sand, it sucks that moisture off of their feathers and their feet and stuff like that, so they walk through and it kind of cleans them. Okay, we're almost done here. Okay, so I make my own chicken feed, and I also use, here we go. Please don't fall over. I make my own chicken feed. I also use scratch and peck. Sometimes I'll mix them together, so this is what the homemade feed looks like. And I do peas and, let's see, peas, sunflower seeds, oat groats, wheat berries, chicken wheat, whatever like bulk grains are on sale. I just kind of add in. And since the weather is going to be really, really bad, it's going to be like pouring rain here for a few days, or more than a few days, I'm going to give them extra feed, because they're not going to go out, and even though that they have about 2 acres to themselves, they're not going to go out and forage as much as I want them to. So, I think that might be too heavy for me. And then, what I like to add, so I'm doing a quick overnight ferment. So I have it in I think it's a 5-gallon bucket. 5-gallon bucket with, I'm just going to do water and some apple cider vinegar. And then this is gold dust, and it's like turmeric, carrot, marigold, chili flakes, and flax seeds. And it's just really, really, really good for, it's really good for your flock, for their digestive system, and it keeps them laying, or increases their laying. I mean, they're gonna kind of stop in a molt no matter what, but I just kind of put, since I'm feeding about 80 chickens, I put probably like 1/4 of a cup into the feed. Here, I'll show you. Here's my apple cider vinegar I use. I get this by, it's just a gallon, yeah, a gallon at a time. And I just put maybe like 1/4 of a cup of that into my bucket. So to feed 80 chickens, this is what it looks like. So you can see I got the gold dust stuff in there. And I will do like the chili mix too. And I love that. Like, I've just noticed my chickens, they lay more. Their health is a lot better. Now we're outside. I gotta fill this with water. But I'm not using the chili mix right now because I've got some videos I need to make with it. So I try and make all my product look really pretty as I'm using it or before I'm using it, you know, just so it's not just a bag with a bunch of dust all over it. Okay. Anyhow, I started fermenting feed, let's see, about 2 years ago now. It's actually one of my first videos. I made a video of us making homemade feed, and then a video of me fermenting it, and those were actually the first 2 videos that really took off for us. I think they're like the videos that took us from like 8,000 followers to probably like 15,000. There we go. Okay, so you can see this is way higher than it was. So this was about half full, and now I'd say it's 2/3 of the way full. And all that feed in there is literally just gonna ferment overnight. It's just, I call it a quick ferment. It doesn't get as bubbly and full as like if you're doing a 3 to 5 day ferment, but it does pretty much double the amount of feed that you have for your flock. So it's very, very cost effective. Okay, here, just in case you wanted to see some cuteness. Let's see if there's any in here. Oh, here you go. I don't see the one that rammed me the other night. I got a bruise about the size of a chicken egg. So here we go. We got our basket of eggs from today. We've got, I'm trying to think of how many hens we have laying. I honestly don't know. I have quite a few like pullets right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have Trevor, my incredibly handsome husband, dump that poop for me tonight because it's just too heavy for me. And I have an injury to my core muscles. It's called diastasis recti. And until it's fully healed, if I pull or pick up anything that's too heavy, it just causes my ab muscles to literally split. And I always feel it too. It hurts like heck. Okay, let me see if there's any egg cartons that I need to fill here. Okay, those are pretty. All right, all right, all right. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I like to do after I collect the eggs. So we've got all my stickers right here. And I just get an egg carton. I've had so many people ask where I get my egg cartons, and let me tell you, they are so much easier to stack and stuff than the 2 by, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 by 6. I should know that, it's a dozen. Anyhow, ta-da! So now what I'm gonna do is, just for now, stick my prettiest eggs in here. I like to organize all the eggs before, you know, before they go, before they get all cleaned and stuff like that. I like to have them organized so I know basically like which ones are ready to go and which ones might need some extra help, if that makes sense. If you're catching my drift, look at this one, beautiful. I don't know, it's darker in person, but a beautiful copper Moran. We've got some beautiful olive eggs too. It's kind of hard to see the color. And they're all a little bit wet right now because I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of dumping outside. So, and I unfortunately had a casualty while I was collecting eggs. Okay, so you're gonna see here how I like to organize them. And when we have people buy our eggs, they always talk about like, oh my gosh, like the egg cartons, like it's all so beautiful and organized. And I always tell them, I literally hand pick every egg that goes into the carton and organize it, because I want people to basically open up the egg cartons and go, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. So that's my theology on that. I don't know if you can see very well in here. That's just water on it, but this is actually a pink egg. It's really hard to tell in this light. It looks brown, but anyhow. So we've got a beautiful dozen here. So let's see, we've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We're a little bit down today. We had one day we had like 30 eggs. And it's slow right now because, you know, we're still getting through the wet season. We have a lot of younger chickens, and so they're just not laying quite yet. So, but those ones, it'll be a little bit, but soon, oh, there's a mosquito. Soon we should have, gosh, we should be getting, get out of here, mosquito. We should be getting like, it's gotta be like, I'm trying to think. Let's see, if our best day was 30, we're definitely gonna have more like 40 something pretty soon. But also, people always wonder, like, they ask me, like, how does it seems like you have, like, all of the prettiest breeds, and, like, how do you have so many breeds, and blah, blah, blah. And the trick is I get breeds, I raise them, I make videos for all of you guys so I can teach you, you know, about all the different breeds and stuff like that. And then, I did not mean to put them in this egg carton. This is not one of my egg cartons. Oh well. I teach people about the breeds, and then, there we go, this is one of mine. These ones are fun. They're from Hatter Tempt. Anyhow, I teach people about the different breeds, and then I sell the extras. So if I get like a ton of like Orpingtons or something, and I raise them, I keep the prettiest ones for videos. This is a very pretty egg, I'm setting it aside. And then the extras I sell, and that helps basically like cover the cost of feed and just supplies and stuff like that. We fortunately have a lot of great, we call them sponsors. I don't know what you call them. We have amazing like companies that we work with. So we get a lot of things sent to us, which really helps with, you know, what it costs to raise chickens. And I so appreciate those companies. And then we have, I'm trying to think, and then with the selling chickens, it pretty much covers the cost of what it is to raise them and stuff like that. So, oh, that makes me a little bit nervous. This one does not want to close. I probably have a massive egg right in the middle. The Indio Gigantes lay huge eggs. Oh, the fridge is gonna start beeping at me, but we made it. Okay, we made it. And with my one casualty egg, which I'll bring inside to eat. Anyhow, that was the vlog for tonight. Let me know if you have any comments or questions or anything. I just want to show you guys kind of what an evening looks like for me. So I think, you know, I absolutely love what I do, and I thought that maybe you guys would, like, if this was just a good place where you guys can ask questions and laugh at me. That's always one of my hopes, is that I make people laugh and, you know, get ideas from yourselves and stuff like that. So anyhow, thank you guys for your support. I hope you like this vlog, and I hope to continue to make content for you guys for a long time.